We begin tonight's broadcast with a lullaby. It swept across the internet a few months back. Gentle, sweet, inoffensive parents across the globe played it to help their children sleep. And then the reports began. Kids waking up at the exact same time every night, eyes wide open, whispering the same phrase over and over again. It's time. At first, we assumed it was a nightmare, a bad dream that these children were having, but it soon became clear there was something more going on here, something sinister. A team of scientists discovered the truth. The melody contained ultrasonic signals, undetectable by the human ear. They were commands, instructions hidden in the music. We still don't know who sent them or why. All we know is that they started 30 days after the song went viral. Every night at exactly 3:33 a.m., millions of people around the world began to stir in their beds. Most assumed it was a prank, a cruel joke that had gone too far. Why? Because the children weren't the only ones waking up. Entire cities were beginning to stir in unison. Millions of people rising from their beds at the exact same time. Some instinctively knew to get out of bed. Others simply stared at the ceiling, wondering how it was possible that their partners hadn't woken them up. But all of them heard the same voice, whispering the same words. It was a female voice. It seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. It's time. No one knew what it meant, but instinctively most people began to get out of bed. They were drawn to their front doors. They didn't want to go outside, not at first. But whatever the voice was saying, whatever it was trying to do, it needed them to leave the house. Millions of people stood paralyzed in their doorways, unsure what to do next. Some tried to call the authorities, but the calls weren't going through. Cell phone services around the world were inexplicably down. The voice whispered again, "It's time," and people began to walk outside into the darkness. Our best guess is that the lullaby was some kind of siren call, a song to summon us. But summon us to what? To this day no one is sure. There are countless theories, but no answers. Some believe it was a mass experiment conducted by a secret organization. Others think it was a government plot designed to thin the herd. But we can't be certain because no one knows who's behind it. All we know is that when millions of people stepped outside their homes that night, they were greeted by a sky full of lights. Giant orbs filled the night sky, hovering silently above the earth. No one knows what they were, where they came from, or why they were here. But many believe they were the reason why millions of people around the world began to walk the streets that night. The voice in the lullaby spoke again. This time it said, "Follow the lights." People did. They marched for hours on foot, following strange lights in the sky. Eventually, they all stopped moving at the same time, as if they'd been placed there by some unseen puppet master. And then the sun came up. At first it was just a trickle. A few people returning home, blinking sleepily as if nothing had happened. But as the hours passed and the sky remained empty, more and more people began to return to their homes. By daybreak, the cities were eerily quiet once more. People were going about their daily business as if nothing unusual had occurred. But we know better, don't we? We know what happened that night. We saw the lights in the sky. We heard the voice in the lullaby. We felt the power surge through our veins as it beckoned us to follow. And though some may try to deny it, deep down we all know it was no accident that we were called that night. We just don't know why. Was it a test? Was it a warning? Or was it something far more sinister than we can possibly imagine? You decide in the comments below. What do you think happened that night?